Cheers, legends. Sammy from Short and Stout Beer Reviews. We're back again later in the day. So, yeah, this morning I did yesterday's beers due to overtime at work last night. We're back doing today's beers today. Thank goodness. So, yeah, I had the day off work. It was very relaxing, very enjoyable. Cheers, Adam. Good to see you, brother. So, yeah, we've got day 18 of CARWYN can vent. And yeah, I did 17 this morning, which was, God, I can't even remember. Oh, it was a pale ale, grapefruit pale ale by Duncan's out of New Zealand. Not too bad, just a basic one for the box. But today, for this one, we have an old style. It was a style that wasn't around for very long. So it'd be interesting to go back to it. So it is called Fruit Brut, and it is a fruited Brut IPA they're either Bowden or Bowden Brewing. They're out of, I think, Adelaide or somewhere in South Australia. But yeah, pretty cool can artwork. So there it is there. Brut IPA, welcome back. So the percentage on this one is 6. I think it's 6 flat. Yeah, it looks like it's 6-0. It's upside down, which is weird. Yeah, it's not a collaboration or anything. But yeah, looking forward to it. Already poured it due to the photo. It looks really flat now because I poured it about 20 minutes ago. I'll try and generate a bit of head. Working from home today and tomorrow, then only 2 and yeah, I've got tomorrow, then Monday, Tuesday, and I'm done. I got a Cookie Impy 8.4 in my. Oh, sweet. Cool. Yeah, I haven't got a stout in my mountain culture one yet. I think I've had one in the can vent, but it was just a lighter stout. I had that real big. Oh no, I had that real big stout early in the box. It was a combination of a heap of barrel aged together. That was probably the beer of the box so far. I had an English IPA yesterday, Adam, in the can vent box, just by a local Victorian brewery, and it was fucking amazing. It was that good. It was like I rated it so much higher than like heaps of the like hyped beers in the box, and it's meant to be just one of the real basic ones. Something about English IPAs, they sometimes they can really hit just I don't know, that little earthy bitterness and slightly different malt bill and that. Like, I don't know, it was just really good. But anyway, that's this one. So generally brewed IPAs were that sort of straw colour, and they were quite high in carbonation generally. This one still looks fairly active, but yeah, as I said, I poured it a fair while ago. I'll put a bit more in it actually. So yeah, a brewed IPA was a really dry IPA, and I think it was like sort of similar to like it's almost like it emulated like a champagne like quality. Very like dry and spritzy, and like you'd get characters of like white grape and yeah, just very unusual style. It didn't last very long. It was meant to be the next big thing. So yeah, I would say this one's sort of light to medium body. I'll say light carbonation, but it could have been, I know, a bit more to it earlier. And actually, I'm going to say medium because it's still going nuts considering how long I poured it. Yeah, light straw colour, one finger head. It's about it. Let's go a smell. I was going to say if there's anything written on the back, I'll read it out, but I don't think there is. Oh no, there's a little. It's good to just read the little captions they have on the can. Summoned from the depths exclusively for the CARWYN Sellers Can Vent 25 calendar. Behold, fruit Brut. We sacrificed ungodly, I think it says, ungodly amounts of mango and raspberry to create this mighty monster. It's a brutally dry, effervescent, and violently juicy Brut IPA. This low bitterness summer smasher. Yeah, that's another thing too. Bruts didn't have very high bitterness. Is the result of a tropical fever dream we can't take back. So yeah, it's like, what did it say? I think it was mango and raspberry they've added to it. Cheers, Evie. So let's go a whiff. See, on smell, I get mango. I don't get raspberry. But yeah, I get like a lemon and orange. It's almost like a dried grass, like a sort of like a straw note. And it's like, yeah, quite grainy as well. It doesn't have too much of an aroma. It's pretty subtle. Yeah. Anyway, let's have it. It's got sort of like a slight floral smell as well. Let's get into it. Cheers. One thing that's a bit annoying too, my fridge out in the shed, I reckon, starting to pack it in. And today, because it was so hot, every time I was getting a drink out of it, it's like the drinks just weren't, they were sort of like lukewarm. I'm like, oh, this is fucked. It's like a 40-degree day, and I'm trying to just have a nice cold drink to cool down, and all the drinks just didn't seem cold enough. Yeah, I get like it's almost like a funk sort of quality. It reminds me a bit of like I get like that sort of straw and like citrus and like a spice, like a pepper. It sort of reminds me a bit of like a saison. It's weird. It's probably something to do with the dryness as well. It's quite often you'll have like a farmhouse beer and they're quite dry. Cheers, Brett. Yes. Yeah, I didn't end up I was gonna get fish and chips, but the one fish and chip joint that delivers in town wasn't doing deliveries, and I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. So I ended up just getting some groceries delivered, and I had like, when you get a chook from the supermarket. So I just made up some roast chicken sangers. It was fucking awesome. I wanted fish and chips so bad. I was reeling off the whole menu, wasn't I? I'm like, oh yeah, some chicken and garlic balls, salmon batter. I might get it on the weekend. Did I turn the button up higher? What? What is in is? Am I real loud or something? Is that what you're talking about? Did I turn the button up higher? I don't know what you're referring to, Hebe. Oh, the fridge. Yeah, I went a little bit cooler, but I think if anything, it's gone the opposite way. Yeah, so it's currently on. I think it's on the setting of about 4, which is like most fridges you sort of want to be in that sort of in between region, and I went, yeah, like one colder, and then all of a sudden it's like worse. And then I put it back to where it was, and yeah, it's just a really old fridge, and it probably doesn't help either because it's out in a really hot shed. So it's like, yeah, I don't know. It's probably got the sun fucking beaming on it, which doesn't help. Yeah, when you said, "Did you turn the button up higher?" I'm like, "What the hell is she talking about?" It's got like this flavor in it that, yeah, I just can't pick what it is. It tastes like kiwi fruit or something. Maybe, maybe it's lychee. Something come up about lychee either this morning or last night, and I was like, lychee. That's a descriptive I've rarely used. I'll just go with it. I'll just say it tastes like lychee. Yeah, I want to buy a new one. It sort of sucks because when I moved into this house, the fridge I had, the one that's out in the shed, it's always been a good, big, solid fridge and like worked really well. But the bottom of it's real old school, and the when I moved into this house, the floor had just been done up, and I didn't want to scratch the floor, so I've always just had it sitting out in the shed. And I had another fridge inside, which was like a second hand one, and it was just shit, never worked properly. So yeah, ideally, I just want to buy a decent fridge and have it sitting in the kitchen and not having to keep going out to the fucking shed all the time. Yeah, I've just sort of been, I don't know, it's one of those things. It's like I've got other things I need to buy as well. So this beer's okay. I'm certainly not going to hype it up. It's good to have a different style. It's just not, I don't know. I think because they've added fruit to it, and the fruit's not really, it's not noticeable. Like, there's no way I would have thought this has raspberry in it. It doesn't taste like raspberry. Yeah, it's like everything, Evie. All the old school appliances were fucking made to last. They were awesome. You buy like I don't know, you buy like a fridge now or what's something, yeah, shit like washing machines and that. They just don't last like they used to. Microwaves, and they're all fucking plastic and shit. There's hardly any like hard materials. Another thing that's packed it in for me is the kettle. I bet times are tough. It's like I can't even be fucked going to buy a new kettle. So the last 2 or 3 weeks of coffees have been boiling water on the cooktop. or I'm just like, fuck it, I'm going to work. I'll just wait till I get there. The joys. At least when you live by yourself, you can just please yourself and it doesn't matter. Obviously, if yeah, you'd have like a missus and kids and stuff, you're not going to let shit like that go on for ages. But yeah, when it's just you, it doesn't really matter. I'm sure it said mango and raspberry on the can. We sacrificed an ungodly amount of mango and raspberry to create this manic monster. Well, where the fuck is the raspberry? Because I can't taste it. I love raspberry. It's like you can smell it slightly, but I don't know. To me, it tastes like it's mangoes there, and it's like a farmhouse quality beer. It's just weird. Yeah, as I said, I don't know much about this brewery either. I've only ever had their beers at Gab's Festival. I reckon just their festival beers. I may have had like a core range beer of theirs at some stage, but does anyone out there know what they're like, or have they had many of their beers? All I know is they're South Australian. I thought they were Queensland when I seen the name, but it says brewed and canned by Bowden Brewing, Bowden, South Australia. I reckon it'd be a suburb of Adelaide or somewhere just outside of Adelaide. Yeah, hit the old like button too, peeps. God, it was good just chilling outside today. So awesome. The dogs were absolutely fucking rooted. It was so poor Jackie. Jackie looked the oldest I've ever seen him, but like real. He just looked real old and haggard today. I've never really seen him like that. Just being in the sun for so long, and he just looked real exhausted, and you could see the greys in his face. And I'm like, you poor old boy. And like Angus come in and he's like puffing and panting, and I'm like, fucking hell. It's like I better give him a shitload of water. You hate mango. Yep. It's fair cool. Yeah, it's awesome can artwork. So yeah, the next beer by Mountain Culture is another hazy. Surprise, surprise. But it's like got a bit of difference to it. You'll see when I review it, the name of the style's a bit out there. I would have been keen to review another beer tonight. Like I've got a few other beers in the fridge that have been sitting for a bit. But yeah, it's like I just don't want to over. You know how you can like I don't know, like as fun as it is doing these reviews and people are happy to watch them, you just don't want to overdo it on the channel. Yeah, I could imagine just chilling, letting that breeze just go all over the body. Yep. I'm so glad the lawn got mowed when it did. Couple of real warm days now. It's going to dry it out and it won't fucking grow so quick now. I really just hope. What does anyone know what the weather's meant to be like for the next like week? Is it like decent still, or so? I feel like everyone was saying how today was going to be so hot, but then it's like they didn't really say anything about the rest of the days. So I just assumed that it was going to go back shit tomorrow or something. Yeah, yeah, I'm not sure. Hot one tomorrow, then cold for a week. Yeah. Whereabouts are you again, Brett? I forget. Yep. Cool. And welcome in, Matt. Melbourne. Yep. Yeah, I thought you were Victorian. So it's meant to be hot again tomorrow, dude, but just average for the weekend. Doesn't really worry me this weekend, like weather-wise and stuff, because yeah, it's like I know that I've only got a couple more working days, and got a couple bit of time off. It's just it's like it was so good having today off. I just felt like I really needed it. I really just relaxed and like just soaked it in. It was just great for the mind and the body, even though it was only one day. But just to have that day of being in the sun and just trying to sleep in a little bit and like just not having to worry about anything. It was good. But yeah, it's just such a shame that I got to go back for one day and then fucking weekend. I should have asked if I could have Friday off as well. Oh well, 3 days left. And I definitely prefer in my role now doing mornings to Arvos. So I'm glad that next week I finish on mornings. Monday morning will be fucked. It'll be hectic as hell, but it'll go really quick. And then Tuesday will probably be fairly cruisy because we'll be winding down. But yeah, I know tomorrow's probably going to be fucked at work, and Monday's probably going to be fucked. Low 30s here, like 32, 34, which is more like 39 there, if that. Different heat for sure. Yeah. Yeah. Nah, we got too much on tomorrow, Evie. I remember reading that. Yeah, when they said we were going to get tomorrow off, I thought, I bet you any money it'll mean Friday's hectic. They got the other crew coming in early, and I think we're expected to do overtime again. So I'm not really looking forward to it. It'll be a shit weekend because I bet you I'll be still at work tomorrow night at like fucking midnight. And then I got to go back Monday morning at like 4 a.m. So it's going to be a fucking shitty short weekend. Yeah. So yeah, as far as this, this, as I said, it's good to have a different style and I don't know, revisit a classic style. Not really a classic style, but a style that was around for a bit, but it's not the best take on the style. So I wish it had just been a straight brut IPA so I could just remember exactly what they tasted like. But yeah, this is definitely one of the less appealing beers of the box so far. Don't want to be too negative, but I certainly wouldn't drink it again, that's for sure. Midnight. Yeah, probably. Yeah, that's the worst. I love the heat, but that's the only thing. If you live in a house with no aircon, it's a fucking cunt trying to sleep. And yeah, even worse if you're in a relationship and you're sharing a bed. How drunk? Geez, you ask some shit questions, Sam. Why are you always concerned about how drunk I am? And I'm not even drunk, dude. I've had one beer. Yeah. I had a couple of beers earlier today, but I'm just doing reviews. I don't get smashed that often. Some of the questions you ask, it's like I don't know, almost like you're accusing me of being an alkie or something. Yeah, for sure. The only thing with the MC one is, yeah, it's pretty expensive. Yeah, it's just I don't know. Have you been sniffing petrol? Here we go. Someone's trying to get a rise. Yeah, this is what we're going on to next. Look at that can artwork. Very busy. Perpetual stew. So look at that for a name of a style. Mosaic microdosed oat cream IPA. So we'll be voyaging over to that one shortly. Just talking trash, Evie. Just ignore it. Yeah, exactly. There's too many. I don't know. There's sort of like subpar, like just beers that the breweries would bring out just as limiteds each week anyway. I feel like CanVent back 5 years ago was all like absolute bangers, stuff that you would nearly every time you'd pull it out of the box, it'd be like just something that would blow your mind. It's not, it doesn't have that same quality like it used to. The mountain culture ones, I don't know, the beers still, it's like they're of that high quality, but there's just too many. I'm just sort of sick of getting, there's just too many hazies in there. And I know they'll have like a oat cream one or it's slightly different, but it's like, I just sort of wish they had more. I don't know, do a couple of different stouts, do like, I don't know, do a Roush beer, do a Schwartz beer, do like, just mix it up a bit more. I'm sure there's people that drink mountain culture hazies all the time and love them that still would have the same opinion as me. Surely everyone doesn't want to drink hazies all the time. Yeah, pretty cool. So yeah, we might head over to the next one, I reckon. So yeah, hit the old thumbs up on this. And yeah, let's get into another hazy. Geez, it's still warm here. Woo. It's going to be tough trying to sleep, I reckon. Fuck, fuck. Where's my aircon, you pricks? So I'll score for this. I'm going to say 3.7, I think. Something like that. Nothing special. Wouldn't have it again, but yeah, probably need to try some more beers from this brewery to see where they're at. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's just I've just got severe palate fatigue from especially mountain culture hazies, just because I have them all the time. And it's like I've been with mountain culture since the start. I'm going to keep buying their beers, but it just gets to a point where you're just like, I just want something different from them. Bring out like a dark lager and a West Coast, and just give the hazies a rest for a week or two. So yeah, what did I say? 3.7. Yeah, and definitely one of the weaker, if not the weakest of the box so far. Let's hope it's a bit better next day. So, but pardon me, hit the like if you can, and we'll head over to this next one. I'll probably start her up straight away, so we'll see you soon.